I hope you guys are doing good today. For me, today was a little bit of a weird day. I wouldn't even say price was bad. This price leg off open right here is actually pretty solid for longs. But going into the day, I actually had more of a bearish bias that I wasn't married to, but I kind of wanted to see a more bearish move play out. As you know, I wanted to see these lows just start to get ran based on where we were at open, but that obviously wasn't playing out. And yeah, and this run up here off open was relatively clean to take out this high and then London high right here. And I'll go over that price run, but just what I was looking at the higher time frame is we were rejecting this 1 hour, and whenever I look at a day and I see this type of consolidation, I already am more skeptical because I don't have a clear idea of where price wants to go to. There's no clear objective in the market or clear draw on liquidity, in my opinion. And everything is less probable because look at what we've been doing. We've been failing to take out these highs and lows, and we've just been making SMTs all over the place and just souping highs and displacing lower and then ranging. So when you're in a ranging market, it's very tough, and for me at least, to trade and trade effectively. And then, like this is a similar spot right here. It's a lot easier to trade on, days where we're kind of, where we're actually taking out levels rather than just ranging. Yesterday was a good day. We had the nice SMT, and we got a nice move, but we're still just in this range overnight and then this morning. So I knew today would be a little bit more tricky for me. And I didn't have a real directional bias. I was a little bit more neutral, but I definitely wanted to see probably shorter or on the short side. And now I'm just looking for this 15-minute to see what happens in there. This is just not good price action. If we go on the 5-minute, this is really a scary price action to the point where I should be done, and I will lock my account here. Reason for that, I took one trade, as you can see, it was a small loss. I got in on this 2-minute inversion right here, and I closed it just kind of for a small loss around here because, this candle came in and I was like, the valley stopped. And I wasn't risking more than 200, I was risking like $90 because I took it 2 micros. But I knew I shouldn't have been in the trade, so I just cut it quick, and obviously now I just locked my account. So no revenge trading for me. There's no spiraling. There's no more impulsive trades today. We cut ourselves at that one. And yeah, today that's why today I want to mainly talk about psychology because that's a trade that I should never jump into, and it has to do with just being frustrated more than anything of not finding a trade. So I am happy that I was able to cut it for a small loss, and then just not take another trade and just like you guys saw, lock my account. And something that I want to kind of note from today's experience is that this trade, again, I'm not going to say it's good at all, but it's not like the worst thing I've ever seen in terms of just like taking a bad setup. And I don't think it was good. I don't think that it should work out. I don't think it's a trade. But whenever I was in this trade, knowing it wasn't that good, it made my decision making a lot more difficult, right? When this move came up, it was a lot scarier. I didn't have any conviction holding the trade, so I just cut it early, which obviously ends up working out for me because I'd still be sitting through chop. But that's kind of something that I feel like I've noticed is that when I'm in a trade that's really choppy, when I'm in a trade that I don't really like and I'm not in love with, that I don't have any conviction with, it's very difficult for me to hold my trade. Man, my hair is ridiculously, it's like oily from just not showering not washing it last night. I did shower, but I didn't wash my hair. Regardless, but yeah, so whenever I'm in a trade where I have no conviction in it, it just makes me really just I have no conviction in the trade. If I don't have conviction in the trade, if I'm not like, yes, this is my setup, this is my A+ model, this is what I want to see, then you're never going to be happy losing, right? I would have been very disappointed to take a loss in this trade because it's just not a good trade. So I need to just be more accountable for taking only good setups, Wow, I need to cut this thing off. I need to get another buzz cut. But I need to be more accountable for my actions, which again, I think I did all right. Locking my account, closing the trade kind of quick, wasn't over leveraged. It could be easy to sit here and just kind of be frustrated with that and then just wait and wait. And yeah, I mean, I just didn't see anything I wanted to see. We put in SMT at London High. This is a 1 hour imbalance right here that we're still in and rejecting. So I really wanted to see some sort of play outside of this. And we just never got anything clean. Then we start putting these highs. So now you're just in no man's land, right? We're chopping back and forth. We could run this high. We could run this low. We could just chop sideways for a little bit. Who knows? This 15-minute fair value gap now could still open up and be traded into. But I guess I just kind of want to go over the... Where did that go? Okay, there we go. Kind of want to just go over the main price run this morning, which was just off open, right? 9:30 open. We had a... do we have an SMT? We don't have an SMT, but we do have an SMT here. So 848, 909. 848, 909, we have an SMT there. We displace higher. We pull back. We hold this imbalance right here. We hold the imbalance. We run up. We put in an order block here, which is also, I think, a 30-second. No, it's not. We put an order block in right there. We end up pushing past it. We put in an order block here. This order block ends up holding right there. Displace higher. Again, fair value gap right here. That holds very bullish. Displacement. This is the first real fair value gap, in my opinion, of the day, right here. So the first fair value gap, we trade up. We trade into it. We trade above it. We come back down. We hold it, and we retap this order block right here. And this is after sweeping out this little high here. And then we inverse this fair value gap, and the inversion holds all right. But we still hold the first fair value gap. That's kind of choppy. And then 10 a.m. opens right here. We manipulate a little bit on 10 a.m. and then we get the expansion to buy side, which is London High. And then after that, everything just kind of slowed down and we just chopped sideways and now just accumulating structure. So this price run here, although it's not the greatest thing ever, this was a good price run. And again, I just didn't have a bullish bias. I also just don't really like trading right off open, and I also don't really trade off just order blocks and fair value gaps, right? I'm trying to get more well versed with them so I can, expand my range. But this isn't something I would really be trading, but I can observe it and understand what's going on and use it as a framework. And I honestly wanted to see us go higher to then go lower anyways. I wanted to see us come up and take out this high or take out this high to then go lower. So I don't even mind missing the long because even though it looked good and worked out well, because I know that that's not what I was exactly looking for, and that's perfectly fine because there's a lot of days where you only want to trade the things you're looking for and that you want to see because you're gonna have the most conviction and confidence with it. So when you get the trade, it's gonna make more sense and you're gonna hold it better. And so I don't have any FOMO of missing that trade, but again, it is something that makes you think, okay, how could I have seen this? Right? We do have an SMT at these lows. ES is just a lot different than us right now. We have an SMT here, we have an SMT here, we have an SMT, I think. No, we don't have an SMT here, but we have a lot of SMTs everywhere. And ES, again, even ES is in a very choppy, rangy market right now. It's slowly downtrending, which is kind of why I was a little bit more short biased, but it looks like we want to come back up a little bit. So this whole area here is just a little bit hard for me to try and pick a real direction, right? When we were in these market conditions here, it's a lot easier to see, moves. But whenever you're in this, it's a lot more confusing and a lot more tricky. Somewhat similar to here. I bet if I looked back at my P&L, I bet through the early, we can actually check October, like the first week of October is probably a little tricky of a week for me. September, October. First week of October, let's see. We didn't do too bad. Let's see the 10th. I guess it doesn't have a bearing, but notice how when we were chopping sideways here on the 1 hour, I had more losses. I guess it doesn't really correlate, but in terms of just having to understand where you want to see price go, it's a lot easier when this market's trending in a direction and buy models. And we're also at all-time highs here. This was the all-time high, I guess. And being at the all-time highs, are we at the all-time? Yeah, we're at all-time highs, so it's always going to be tricky. We're going to build more structure here, and I do want to see us come down and get these at some point, so that's just kind of like thrown out there. But yeah, I mean, just in terms of today, though, it's frustrating to just take a dumb trade, right, and just end the day red, but I'm glad to just not, to recognize, right, these are the days that you have to recognize the conditions and say, okay, what's going to happen here, right? We're putting in, look at all these failures to take out the highs, look at all these failures to go lower. Like, ever since 10:06, nothing's been good, right? You don't know that at 10:12, you don't know that, but, you know, around 10:30, I should start seeing, okay, 10:30, this little snake area here, it's just like, okay, maybe nothing's going to happen, just step away and be happy with no trade, because I'd be a lot prouder of myself to take no trade. And that's something I was kind of thinking in my mind was that when you're trading, right, it's so easy for me to be focused on passing my account, building my account up, because I'm only up $400. So I still have a lot of work to do. I still have a lot of days it's going to take to pass my account. But I can't worry about that because let's say I did have my account passed, right? Would I want to be taking a setup that wasn't good? No, obviously I wouldn't, because it's not going to probably make you money. It's going to lose you money. So trading's about making money. It's not about passing accounts. It's not about anything like that. So why do I feel the need to try and trade on a day like this? Well, it's because I'm trying to pass my account. Why am I trying to pass my account? Because I want to make money. So what can I rationalize with myself to get away from that mindset? And the best way I was thinking about it is just, if I was really profitable and I had 5 accounts or maybe my own account, right, and I'm trading, I don't need more than 1 or 2 good setups a week, right? If you have 1 or 2 good setups a week, 50 handles, 50 handles, 1 full contract across 5 accounts, right? 50 handles, let's just say 5 micros just to keep it conservative. 50 handles times $10, that's $500 times 5 accounts. That's 2.5K a week, times that by 4. It's about 10 grand a month, right? I'll be making obviously a lot more money than I'm making now trading, just doing that, and that's just getting 50 points a week, right? And that's not saying that you can't get more. That's 50 points a week on 5 micros. That is very, very, very obtainable. So why am I worried about passing my accounts? Why am I worried about, getting a payout? All I need to be worried about is being consistently disciplined, being consistently better at reading price, being consistently more confident holding my trades, because it doesn't do anything for me today that if I took a trade, right, if I took this trade here and I get in and I took this trash trade and it just drops, 500 points out of nowhere, some market crash, some world event, right, and I make $1,000 or $1,500 or whatever I make, that isn't going to do anything for me in the long run, right? And I have this quote on my wall that I've mentioned before, but in 1 year, the outcome of today will be irrelevant, but the habits and building blocks you create will matter. So that's the best quote you can possibly think of when you're trading, because today, if I made $1,000 on my eval, who cares, right? Who cares? If I lost $100 on my eval, who cares, right? In 1 year, I will not care about what I made on October 22nd, 2024. I will be more concerned about, did I follow my rules? Did I stay disciplined? Did I walk away when I need to walk away? Did I identify conditions? That's what's going to make me money. It's not going to be about, because trading isn't gambling. It's not something where you have to feel so stressed. It shouldn't be stressful. And when it is stressful, it's because you're forcing something or you don't know enough. And I'm very confident that I know enough to at least be doing better than I do. So I shouldn't be stressed because of lack of confidence. I'm only stressing myself out when I know I'm taking bad trades, right? Because if you're in a good trade and it loses, yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is, right? But when you're in a trade that's not good and it's kind of fluctuating, then you're going to be stressed. You're going to be wondering, okay, what do I do? Is this the right thing? You're not going to know what to do. So I have to understand that it's just the building blocks that help me, right? Do I hold my trade every single time to TP? That's going to be the difference, right? Do I impulse in after a loss? That's going to be the difference. Can I identify a good setup? That's going to be the difference. Can I get into a trade after losing and hold it properly, right? These are all the different things. Can I size accordingly? Do I take partials at the right place? These are all the things that are going to make me profitable. It's not about me passing this account. I'm using this account as practice. I'm on an evaluation account to practice trading, to practice entering the market, to practice holding my trades, to practice risk management, right? And if I can prove to myself on the eval, right, then I can slowly start building confidence in myself. If I can build trust in myself for following my strategy, for following my rules, for staying disciplined, for doing the right things, if I can build that trust within myself, it will make everything else easier, and I'll get better results. And this is something that I've started to really realize, but it doesn't make it any quicker of a process, and that's the hard part, right? Because I've really identified, in the past I had an account that was up $1,900, which is the best I've ever done on an evaluation. In my head on that account, I wasn't trading well. I was taking good setups, but I was just closing early. I was trading 5 micros, which is fine. So I was trading 5 micros, but anytime the trade would be up 10 points, I'd be closing half the position, going to break even, closing the whole trade, all these different things. Horrible, horrible habits. But because I was finding good setups, most of the time I'd run in my favor. I didn't lose very often because I was hyper scalping, going to break even like Dodgy does really quick, which is fine, but not the way I was doing it. Because I wasn't losing that much, I had like a 95% winning day percentage over a month and a half because I would just never in days red. I would close trades, whatever. I would make 100, make 100, make 100. But I only had 3 days over the month, 2 months that I traded that account. I only had 3 days over $200. And mind you, I'm trading 5 micros. That means that I didn't have a single day where I made at least 20 points on average across that position. I only had 3 days. It was unbelievable. But yet, that was the best I had ever done on my account. My whole point for this story is that when I was doing that, I thought to myself, okay, if I can just pass this account because it's close, if I can just pass this account, then I'll start trying to hold trades better, whatever. It'll build my confidence. In reality, me passing an account has no bearing on if I fix my rules, right? So, yes, right now I'm only $400 positive, and I really, I can't even express how much every day I just think about, I want to pass my account because I want to prove to myself that I can do it. But there's no rush. There's no reason for me to do it the wrong way. There's no reason for me not to do it risking 200 like I want to. There's no reason for me to not do it taking good trades. There's no reason for me to do it the wrong way, but it's just that fear and that fear of time. It's submitting to time that's hard for me because I know a lot of people have passed accounts. You know, a lot of people pass accounts and get payouts. And what am I doing that is stopping me from that? I'm just getting out of my trades in the wrong places. I'm taking impulsive trades. I'm taking too many trades sometimes. I'm over leveraging sometimes. I'm having days where I lose $1,000, right? Things that should never happen that happen to me because I allow them to happen. So I have to reframe and just be okay with, okay, today I should have been able to step away with no trades, right? We pretty much stepped away with no trades in terms of P&L wise, but in terms of mental, you know, I wish I was able to just say, okay, I don't see anything and walk away. I didn't want to walk away because, again, it's that I need $2,600 more dollars. If I can squeeze 4 or 2, 3, 1, 200 here, you know, that cuts it down. And that's the completely honest truth. That's what goes through my head sometimes subconsciously is maybe we can chip away at this a tiny bit. And I know that if I had, let's say I had a 5 accounts on Top Step and I was copy trading them, right? Like I said, you only need one move, one 50-point move to make 2.5K on 5 micros. Let's just say you trade 2 micros, or what do we need for $200 a day? Or let's just say you trade 2 micros, right? 50 handles. Times that by 2. $200 times that by 5. That's $1,000 in that week. $1,000 a week is very, very good. So why am I worried about, you know, taking a trade today, right? I don't need to take a trade every day because I just need to take good trades. I just need to hold my trades, right? Monday. What happened Monday? What happened yesterday, I mean? Yeah, yesterday was Monday, yeah. What did we have? We had a SMT at this high here, right? First trade failed, second trade, right? What happens if I get in on this trade? And I'm doing that same thing. I trade with 2 micros. Boom. Okay, we took this trade here, and okay, we ended up taking a loss. Okay, 21 points, 2 micros. Okay, that's like $80. We lost $80. Okay, cool, 80 bucks lost. What do we do here? Okay, we get into this trade here. We're risking another 80. And then boom, what do? We take one off at wherever that 15-minute was. Can't remember. Or let's just say we hold this trade here. Boom, 102 points. Right? Not saying that that's the most likely thing, but if I was trading good, I could have probably captured that, right? 108 points. Times that by 4. Times that by 5 accounts. That's $2,000. That's $2,000 for 2 micros. 2 micros, 1 trade, 1 day. That's $2,000. Boom. Week done. Right there. 1 trade, and then, right? If I have week done there, do you think that I'm going to be stepping into this market here today and seeing this and trying to take this trade here? Absolutely not. And I have to remember that these trades here, would I be taking this if I had 5 funded accounts Live Express? Would I be taking this trade? And if the answer is no, why would I take it on the evaluation, right? The evaluation isn't any different. You're still trading. You're still practicing risk management. And that's the main point I wanted to make today. I'm just frustrated again, 100% honesty. I just wish I could speed the process up, right? I've been trading evaluations for a long time without any success in terms of passing them. It's really weighing on me. It's really frustrating. It feels like I'm not making any progress. I feel like I just can't do it, right? That's what it feels like. It feels like it's just not working for me because I see all these people. I see people just passing their account and having, trading with, I see people that can trade with 10 micros and be great, and I can't always trade with 10 micros unless it's a really small stop. But it's like I just don't understand. It's like I don't understand why I'm having such a problem holding my trades, why I have a problem impulsiveness, right? And I'm working on it every single day. That's why today I think I got better because I closed my account. I was able to just realize I did something dumb, stop it, move on to the next day. But like I said, again, I just wish the process was easier. I wish it was faster. And that's not going to change my work ethic towards it. I'm still going to put in a lot of work, but it just seems like, it's so easy for everyone else. And it's just, people pass evaluation here, evaluation there. And I'm just not, and it's just, again, it just seems so easy for everyone else. And it just seems like, they're passing their account, they're getting their payout. Yeah, they might blow their account, but not after they got like 3,000 payouts, and then, so it's not like everything's sunshine rainbows for them, but they're just having good success. Like, I haven't even been on an Express account one time. I've never, even traded for quote unquote real money, and my account's sitting here up $400 after trading for almost 3 months, right? Like, it's tough. It's mentally tough because it's like, it just feels like I'm treading water with weights strapped onto me, and I'm just, trying to keep my head above water, and I can't just swim freely and kind of, make real progress. And I know that it's just gonna be the difference of a few things, right? Holding my trade that little bit better, because then I can allow myself, if I have a really good trade and I take with 5 micros and I get 100 handles, it's $1,000. Or yesterday's trade with 5 micros could have been $500-$600, right? These are the things that change my trading, that will change my life, right? $500-$600 trade, that's now we're at $1,000. You do a few more of those and you've passed the account. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pass these accounts, but I'm not doing the right things to pass them. I'm not holding my trades the right way. I'm taking too many bad setups. So really frustrated, and I'm just trying to suppress the feeling of not missing out, but being behind everyone and just wanting to succeed now. And I have to push that out of my mind. I have to figure out how to just do the right thing because it's the right thing, rather than trying to just maybe force my hand, get lucky to just get lucky and pass my account and stroke my ego. So I have to learn to put my ego aside with trading and just submit to my rules and submit to just getting better. And another thing too, I don't know if anyone feels this, like sometimes, especially on days like this where I don't get opportunities, right? Whenever I get good opportunities, it's a little bit different. But on days where I'm not really too confident in where the market's going, I just get like an anxiety. I get like a fear. I get like a uneasiness of like, I don't really know what's happening. I don't really know what to do. Maybe I don't know anything. What if I'm doing this wrong? What should I do here? and it's almost like a fear of like, it's just a weird fear, and it just makes me doubt myself. But and then it's almost like, I don't have to trade today, right? I didn't have to place a trade. No one's putting a gun to my head saying, you have to trade today's conditions, right? So if it's a day where I feel anxious or feel uncomfortable, fearful, why wouldn't I just step away and just not trade that day? And that's something I just need to be better at. But I know that if I don't trade, obviously I can't make money. And that's, and that means I'm not getting closer to my funded account. And that means that, we have 3 more days in the week. And that means that I'm not going to probably, it's all these things, man. So it's really tough. It's really difficult. And again, that's why I'm glad I'm documenting this journey on YouTube for you guys to see, because again, man, everyone makes it look so easy, and I don't know, it hasn't been easy for me, even though I know I've been getting better and making progress. It just has not been easy for me. So I'll leave you with that. If you guys are on Fliff, again, I'm not sponsored by Fliff. I always mention them, but they're doing a free bet with LeBron James. If anyone made it this far, it's LeBron James to score 1 point or more, right? You can put $10 maximum. It's plus $100, so you get double your money. I am in on that, baby, because I've been waiting for that bet. So if you guys are on Fliff, definitely lob that bet, free money, and Champions League's today. Hype for that. Great day. I'm gonna go outside after this, get some fresh air. I'm gonna go to the gym later. It's a good day, right? And what happened, right? Nothing happened. We have tomorrow. The market's open tomorrow. We have a chance tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. 50 handles a week is my goal in the future. That's all I will ever need. And I just got to remind myself that, I don't have to be hitting home runs every single day. I don't have to trade every single day. I don't need to make money every single day. I just need to show up and get better every single day, and that will make the difference in the long run. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys had a good day. Let me know in the comments what you guys saw today, what trades you took, and yeah, peace.